So, hello everybody. I am back again on a beautiful morning. Going back to my roots, talking about bananas. I'm a, you know, slightly crazy plant collector, I'll admit it. And, it maybe started with bananas. I've always grown things over the years since I was a kid, been into animals and plants, and then just I don't know, slipped on a banana peel and hit my head really hard and started collecting bananas. Probably have one of the largest collections uh, in the U.S. right now in private hands. I've got well over 150 bananas that are, all edible, some seeded, some not, ornamental types. If you want to include everything, mutations and ornamental types and seed grown ones that are still growing, I've got over 200 banana varieties. I'm pretty sure almost every species of banana on the planet, at least one. So, yeah. But you already know what this is right here. Beautiful specimen of a Raja Puri banana. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. These are really tasty bananas. They're not super large. They're like, half-sized bananas. But creamy, delicious, super, super perfect flavor. It just melds together really well. This, of course, is one of the Indian, bananas out of Asia there. And they just have really great tasting bananas, You get the Mysore groups and all of those over there. And Raja Puri's out of there. Raja, just great bananas. And since we've had such a nice winter, only a couple mild frost, Raja Puri does very well with a light frost on it. Doesn't really get too much damage. We've dipped down into, about 31-ish, around there. Light frost, like I said. No hard freezes this year, which means it's going to be a good year for bananas. But they do very well with a light frost. And of course, just like most bananas, it's normally the wind and the dry that really beat them up, and it's no exception. But other than that, she's looking very nice. Look at that bunch. Beautiful. How many hands does she have? She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hands on there. It's going to be a nice sized bunch. These, of course, got a lot of growing to do, but they will fill out nicely. We are going to stay cool. We're going to have cool nights into the 40s and probably even the 30s. But we're approaching February, and every day now our chances of a really hard cold snap are diminishing greatly. So, looking like we'll have some good Raja Puri to try for you guys later in the year. And very classic. I have a dirty rack on them. They hold on to the male flowers, and they hold on to the petals. Oop, except that one fell off because I pulled it. But that's a very characteristic of the Raja Puri. It'll hold on to everything and get long. I'll end up probably cutting this off soon. But let's see, right here. That's head height for me. And so the main stock is under 6 feet. And if you want, it depends on where you don't really count the leaves. The leaves are, of course, very large on Raja Puri. Very broad, huge leaves. Nice tropical look. This banana looks really nice in a nice setup where you want it tropical looking because they have big, broad leaves. And this is a third year stock. So this is pretty much max where it's going to go. First year, when you first plant your plant, they're always going to be a bit smaller. And then in subsequent years, the new trunks are what the max height is going to be. So this is max height for Raja. I mean, not even 6 feet. I'm only 5 something, so this banana is only like 5.5 feet. Sorry, I'm trying to keep you out of the sun there. So not very large on the stalk at all. They can get nice and thick, but not very tall. So they're nice dwarf plants and really, really pretty looking. If you had a large pot, I do have people that have sent me videos and pictures of these fruiting in pots very easily. A 40, 50 gallon pot, which honestly, guys, is not that large. And they fruit them no issues. I've got a customer, I can't remember his name, literally just sent me pictures up in Michigan where they're getting blasted with the cold, and he's a crazy banana guy too, and he's got like 15 banana varieties fruiting in pots. It's crazy. He's got a greenhouse, of course, but anyway, look at that male bud. That bud on there, that's very pretty. That's a gorgeous bud. Look at that. But there you go, guys. The true, real deal Raja Puri, which is another one that is very hard to find because it is tissue cultured, and unfortunately the tissue cultured Raja Puris going around are not true to type, as it's so common. And the problem with the tissue cultured Rajas is they don't fruit. People think it doesn't fruit. It's 2, 3, 4, 5 years old and it's never pushed out a bell. And I dealt with that for a long time before I finally came across these babies here, which I have a whole bed of them. It's a really great variety, and one of the very few bananas that I actually grow multiple clumps of. So that tells you right there how good it is. I have so many bananas in very little space. So if I have more than one of them, it's a good variety. And I have more than one Raja Puri. That's up there with more than one 3640, more than one Namwa, more than one Monkey Finger, and a few others. Great variety. More than one Vente Cohol. Just the really good varieties that fruit well and aren't necessarily better tasting than other varieties, but are really good tasting. I have more of them. So if you're gonna look for a Raja Puri, make sure you get it from somebody that is not going to rip you off with a cheap tissue culture or some crap that's not gonna fruit for you. There is a plant out there, a mutation of Raja called pineapple, that's floating around. It is not the same as Raja. It's a mutation of it, and it's very hard to fruit. But it does fruit and has great tasting fruits, but it's not the true Raja. It's more acidic, hence the pineapple. It's like the Raja, but it's got the acidity, where Raja's just got the tropical creaminess. Really good. But there you go. True to type Raja Puri banana that you can actually get to fruit in pots, guys. And it's an awesome tasting, really tropical, really nice looking banana. And it holds on to a nice, beautiful little bunch there. So if everything goes well, no big storms or anything, I'll be trying some of these for you later in the year. So I'll see you guys later. Love you. Grow that food. And if you happen to come out like I did, crazy plant collector, I mean, not only bananas, but mulberries and figs and passifloras and cactus, opuntias and columnar cactus and root crops, yams. I like to collect things. Yeah. You can never have just one variety of something, especially when all the flavors are so different. And bananas, you can eat 20 different bananas, 20 different varieties, and they all taste different. Can't beat that. So, grow that food, guys. See you later. Look at that. Beautiful Raja Puri on a nice winter day here in Florida. And she's survived the cold fairly well. Just a few dead leaves. We'll trim that off, but probably not. Let her suck the energy into the bunch there. And yeah, she's looking pretty good for having a few light frost on her. Can't beat that.